Good morning, students. So now we are going to learn the second part of this poem. In the first part, we have learnt the way the poet asked the question that who art thou to the rain or the raindrops, and then the second line the poet said, strange to tell, it means really unusual, extraordinary thing. When I got answer from the rain, falling raindrops. And what was the answer? That I am the poem of the earth. The poet has compared the rain and the poem or the song. And I told you that why. Then the process, life cycle of the rain is given. The cyclical process of the rain, that is given here. It means what is the origin place of the rain? It originates from the land and the bottomless sea, changed in the form of vapor, in the form of tangible, intangible and invisible, impalpable, goes up to the heaven, transform into the clouds, and once again it comes down, it descends on the earth, which is its origin place, right? And this process is going on continuously, everlasting, endless. And when it comes down on the earth, it has its advantages. That it definitely fulfills, it satisfies the thirst of the dry earth. What? The raindrops, falling rain, water. Plus, it lavishes, it means it washes the tiny particles, atoms, dust, everything. And plus, it gives a kind of a pleasure. It everywhere it spreads the beauty and the greenery that we could see, and it is possible only because of the rain. So now the next thing, these are the advantages of the rain. When it comes down, it lavishes all the atoms, tiny particles, it fulfills, satisfies the thirst of the earth, and plus it also washes the dust on the surface of the earth, everything. So, and all that in them, without me, were seeds only, latent, unborn. And after that, the rain said in its reply, what she said, that and all that in them without me, and in my absence, in my presence you have seen that these are the advantages. But in my absence, what will happen? That without me, it means in my absence, all remains seeds only. Latent, unborn. Latent means hidden, and that is unborn. And you know that without water or the rainfall drops, the germination of the seeds, it means growth of the seeds or the plants, it is not possible. Otherwise, that will remain only the seeds, which would be latent, hidden, and unborn. Definitely you must have seen, especially for example, if you want to grow anything, maybe the plants or the trees or anything for the farmers, water is must. Without water, absence of the water, the seeds will remain latent in the form of hidden and unborn without this process or the germination. So that's why the water is essential. Now this is what? And all that in them without me were seeds only, latent and unborn. So this is what? This rain, it helps in germination of the seeds which were lying dormant due to a dry spell. And forever by day and night. So this procedure continuously going on 24 hours day and night. I give back life to my own origin. I am giving life back to my own origin. So here question comes, what is the origin of the rain? Origin of the rain is the land and the bottomless sea. It rises from the land and the bottomless sea. It goes to the heaven, and once again in the form of rain or the water, it descends on the earth. And this procedure is continuously day and night it is going on, giving back light to the earth. Because definitely we know that because of the water, because of the rain, what happens? It helps to enhance the beauty of the earth. It makes green the entire nature, the complete nature of the surroundings in the presence of the rain. It purifies the earth, especially the surface of the earth, washing the dust and the particles, everything. So, this is what it is given here, and it makes earth clean and green. This is also one advantage. And forever day and night I give back light to my own origin. It means watering land, quenching the thirst of the especially drought-ridden areas or the stricken areas, or such people satisfying their thirst, and make pure and beautified. And whenever I come on the earth, that I used to purify it and make it green because of rain. So this is what the poet has, when the poet asked the question to the falling raindrops, and now the almost entire the poem is in the form of answer or the reply given by the rain to the poet. And now the last two lines are given in brackets, and the purpose is that this is not the part of the answer or the poem. The last two lines in brackets, this is what the observation of the poet, his own answer or the poet's own reply, observation. So now in the brackets two lines, for a song issuing from its birthplace, after fulfillment wandering, wrecked or unwrecked, duly with love returns. It means poet's reflection upon the rain, it is falling rain, it is given here. His own observation that the way the rainfall or the water, it gives life back to the earth, it makes our earth clean and green, purified, quenching the thirst of the drought-ridden areas, or helping the seeds to come out, otherwise they will remain in the latent position under the soil, that layer in the absence of the rain. So rain helps to in the germination of the seeds, in the growing in the form of plants or the trees. So all these things. So for a song issuing from its birthplace, then the poet has compared observation. The procedure of this or the process of this rainfall, it is just like a song. When a song, when it originates from the heart of a man, then it goes from that song goes from one person to another person, giving them pleasure, happiness, and once again it comes back to the heart of that man or that singer, poet, right? Once again it comes back. The same procedure. So wrecked and unwrecked. Here wrecked and unwrecked means whether checked, unchecked, cared, uncared. So different, not cared, various meanings are given. Wrecked or unwrecked, duly with love returns. Both. When it comes to the on the earth, the water also, it gives pleasure, happiness, joy to the people. For example, coming to the song has the power to calm, to heal, to rejuvenate, to recreate, rejuvenate, to transform and thrill. This is the effect of the song. In the same manner, the rain is having the power to calm, to heal, to rejuvenate, to purify, to clean, to make green, to give happiness, pleasure. So in this way metaphorically the poet has compared the two objects. One is song, another is rain. Both are similar because both are coming back to its origin place with love and that care. Both are giving love to the people. The way the song giving happiness, love to the audience or to the listeners, in the same manner when rain comes down on the earth, it gives pleasure, happiness to the people or to the earth. It purifies the thirst of the earth, right? So now in this way that we have learnt about this poem, The Voice of the Rain, which is given in the form of conversation, including each and every one theme, its structure, because this poem is in the free verse. If we look at the quality of this poet, Walt Whitman, in short, I would say the poet wants to convey the importance of the rain or this process for us, for the earth, importance of the water. No need to explain it means separately for us what is the importance of the water for us, without which we cannot imagine the life without water. Am I right? So in this way, now that I have explained the poem along with its structure, theme, everything, right? So here, the end of the poem. That's all from me. Thank you and have a good time.